Hello, beautiful souls, and a special warm welcome to all of you fiery Aries spirits. Thank you for finding your way to Astrology Unlocked today. Have you been feeling it? That quiet call for comfort, that deep yearning for clarity, that powerful prayer for a sign that you are seen, that your incredible strength has not gone unnoticed? Perhaps you've been pushing forward, leading the charge as you always do, but a quiet part of your spirit has been asking, is anyone watching? Does the universe see the battles I fight in silence? Well, my dear Aries, today that sign arrives with the force and brilliance of a supernova. You are stepping into a sacred space, a spiritual forge, where your intuition becomes your sharpest sword, where your past pains are transmuted into unbreakable armor, and where your magnificent destiny stirs, ready to be unleashed with breathtaking grace. Let this be your sanctuary, your moment of cosmic affirmation and divine empowerment. And if, right now, your soul is screaming yes, if you can feel the truth of this message resonating in every fiber of your being, then do me a beautiful favor. Take a moment to honor that connection by smashing that like button, and let me know in the comments below that you are ready to receive by typing, "I am ready for my divine ignition." And of course, if you haven't already become a part of our incredible Astrology Unlocked family, press that subscribe button now. I want to make sure you never miss these life-altering cosmic updates, tailored just for you. We are on this magnificent journey together. Now, shall we begin? My magnificent Aries, I want you to take a slow, deep breath. Allow your shoulders to fall, release the tension you carry, and just for a moment, let your warrior's heart find stillness. You have carried so much, haven't you? You've carried it with a fire, a passion, and a silent determination that almost no one truly sees. There is a profound reason why the weight of the world feels different on your shoulders. There's a reason why injustice cuts you like a blade, why the silence of others echoes like a war drum in your soul, why betrayal follows you not as a shadow, but as a fire you struggle to extinguish. You are not imagining the intensity you feel. You are not too much or too sensitive. You are simply experiencing life through the lens your soul was forged in. One of raw power, unfiltered truth, and a direct connection to the cosmic fire of creation. For you, a wound has never been just an event. It has been an ignition, a call to action, a frequency of injustice that your spirit registers long before your mind can even process the details. You, dear Aries, live in a reality of pure energy that most people cannot comprehend. You feel the truth behind the curated words. You see the flicker of fear behind the bravest faces. You sense the hesitation in a person's spirit even when their actions scream confidence. And because you see and feel with such raw clarity, life often demands more from you. More courage, more initiative, more resilience, even though your heart was born to be a beacon of pure, untamed passion, not a fortress against the world. I know so many of you reach a point where you look at the heavens and ask, why do I feel everything with such fire? Why does no one understand the wars I wage within myself? Why am I so deeply affected by things that others seem to brush aside? These questions, my beautiful friend, do not arise from a place of weakness. They arise because you are spiritually activated. Your intensity is not a flaw. It is a divine instrument, a cosmic compass, finely tuned to the frequencies of truth, courage, and action. It has been shaped through countless lifetimes of learning how to be the pioneer, the trailblazer, the one who is brave enough to start the fire. You are not just reacting to the world. You are reading its energy, challenging its injustices, and transmuting its stagnation, often without even realizing the incredible spiritual work you are doing. This is why certain battles stay with you. This is why you often fight not just for yourself, but for everyone who has lost their voice. You hold the embers of their hope in the crucible of your heart, and sometimes without meaning to, you let their fight become your own. Most people were not built to lead with such fire, but you, Aries, were forged in it. In the grand tapestry of astrology, you are ruled by Mars, the planet of action, desire, courage, and the warrior spirit. Mars doesn't just dissolve boundaries like Neptune, it charges through them. It demands truth, it fuels passion, and it connects you to the raw, untamed energy of life itself. This is why you can walk into a situation and immediately sense the conflict, the unspoken desires, or the lack of integrity. This is why the world's injustices can feel like a personal declaration of war. Mars connects you to your divine purpose, to be a catalyst for change. But here is the secret that many forget. Mars does not simply make you a fighter, it prepares you for a sacred role of leadership. In all spiritual traditions, the souls who burn the brightest are those chosen to carry a special kind of fire, the fire of transformation that can only be kindled in moments of trial, pressure, and unwavering courage. Your struggles have taught you things that victory never could. Your disappointments have forged a wisdom that comfort would never reveal. Your moments of solitude have shaped an inner kingdom full of resilience, passion, and a profound understanding of what it means to be a true leader. And yet, my dear Aries, there are those moments when you feel utterly alone. Moments when the people around you dismiss the fire of your emotions as mere anger. Moments when you try to explain the depth of your conviction and end up feeling profoundly misunderstood. Moments when your heart whispers, "No one truly sees the warrior in me, but someone does." The universe sees you. God sees you, your guides, your ancestors, and the divine fire that has always been your companion. They see everything. They have witnessed every battle you have fought, every risk you have taken, and every time you rose from the ashes. Nothing has been overlooked. Nothing has been wasted. The reason your struggles feel so monumental is because your spirit is monumental. The reason your wounds ignite such a fire is because your soul is designed to transform that fire into fuel for your destiny. What you carry is not a burden. It is your calling. Every dark moment you navigated was a training ground. Every betrayal sharpened your instincts. Every lonely battle fortified your spirit. Every heartbreak purified your courage. In the language of the cosmos, challenges are not punishments. They are initiations. And you, my beautiful Aries, have been undergoing one of the most profound spiritual initiations of your lifetime. The universe has been shaping you, honing you, preparing you to wield your power with wisdom and grace. Your passion is not an accident. It is evidence of a soul that has lived bravely enough, fought hard enough, and loved fiercely enough to understand the true meaning of courage. Some may call you too intense, but heaven calls you a leader. Your fire is the doorway through which divine inspiration flows. Your anger at injustice is the river through which your purpose travels. Your directness is the altar where the universe places truths that others are too afraid to face. When people dismiss your feelings, It is not because your feelings are invalid. It is because their own capacity for courage is limited. They cannot comprehend the spiritual fire that fuels you. You were not created to be palatable to everyone. You were created to awaken the world. And tonight, or rather today, as the clock moves closer to that powerful, activating frequency of 20:11 p.m., a new message is being encoded into your energy field. A reminder whispered on the solar winds. You are not alone. You are seen. You are guided. 20:11 p.m. is not just a time on a clock. It is a cosmic ignition point, a doorway to your next level of power. For you, Aries, this moment arrives as a surge of energy, a sudden clarity in your chest, a deep knowing that something is shifting, aligning, and preparing to launch. It is the universe reminding you that your battles have been witnessed, your prayers for purpose have been heard, and your heart is no longer fighting alone. You are being prepared for a new chapter of your life, one built not on struggle, but on sovereign power and divine action. So breathe, dear Aries. Feel the old weight transmuting into fuel. Feel the golden light gathering around you. Feel the presence of your own divine power drawing near like an unstoppable, beautiful fire. And now, as your spirit begins to align with this magnificent truth, we move gently toward the next revelation, the one about the silence of those who hurt you, and why the universe allowed it to protect your sacred fire. Aries, let your warrior's heart soften for just a moment. You have held a very specific kind of pain, one that few truly understand. It's a pain that comes not from a battle fought, but from a battle that was refused, not from harsh words, but from the deafening silence of a challenge unmet, an explanation never given. For many of you, the deepest wounds are carved not by your declared enemies, but by the quiet, cowardly withdrawal of those who once claimed to stand with you, to match your loyalty, to honor your truth. There is a unique firestorm that erupts in the Aries soul when someone simply disappears without a word. This kind of silence is not empty for you. It is an insult. It is a profound dishonor. It follows you, making you question your judgment, doubt your own power, and wonder if the connection you felt was just an illusion. But my dear Aries, there is a cosmic truth beneath this wound that you must hear today. Their silence is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of their cowardice. People who cannot match your fire will rarely stay for the aftermath of their actions. They will rarely offer the closure of a direct conversation. And the reason is devastatingly simple. Not everyone has the courage to stand before an Aries and face the truth of what they have done. Your heart, my friend, is a crucible. It is honest, it is intense, and it burns away all illusion. Not everyone is brave enough to face the heat of their own reflection. To face you would mean facing their own lack of integrity, their own fear, their own spiritual immaturity. It is far easier for them to turn away, to hide in silence, to avoid the divine accountability that your very presence demands. From a spiritual perspective, that silence is the sacred boundary the universe places between you and those who were never meant to join you on your hero's journey. You, Aries, have always been a sign of fierce loyalty. You love with your whole being. You fight for those you love, and you are relentlessly honest. Even after being wronged, you often leave the door open for confrontation, for a chance to clear the air, because you believe in the honor of a direct exchange. But this is where their silence becomes a divine intervention. As the energy of 20:11 p.m. approaches, that sacred alignment where spiritual gateways are activated and your destiny is recalibrated, their silence becomes more than an absence. It becomes a signal, a divine course correction. In the language of the cosmos, 20:11 p.m. is the vibration of activation. It is the moment when all that is not aligned with your highest path must fall away, and only what is true and strong can survive. The silence of those who hurt you is not a coincidence. It is a spiritual extraction. People are removed from your life when their energy would dampen your fire and interrupt your ascent. Their silence is permitted so that your spirit may finally hear the roar of your own intuition, the call of your true destiny, and the guidance of the universe whispering, "Move on, warrior. Greater battles and greater victories await." You may see their silence as rejection, but heaven sees it as protection. From an energetic standpoint, you have been in a cycle of giving your fire away, giving courage, giving passion, giving leadership, giving forgiveness, long before it was earned. And this generosity is magnificent, Aries, but it is also draining. The universe cannot allow you to continue pouring your sacred fire into vessels that are cracked and unworthy. At 20:11 p.m., the karmic engines ignite. The energy you once poured into the wrong people and the wrong battles begins to return to you, magnified and purified. It comes back as clarity, as self-worth, as divine opportunities, as new allies who match your strength, and eventually, as the profound realization that the people who went silent were never meant to be your generals. They were merely obstacles designed to awaken your strategic wisdom. God does not allow betrayal without a purpose, and God does not allow silence without a greater plan for your victory. So breathe, my powerful friend. Let your shoulders relax. Release the story that their silence was about you. You are not being abandoned. You are being streamlined. You are not being rejected. You are being redirected. You are being guided away from what is too small for your spirit and toward a destiny that requires your full, undiluted power. This silence is not a dead end. It is the clearing of the battlefield, making way for the blessings, the allies, and the victories that are worthy of you. And now that you understand the divine strategy behind their silence, we move forward into the next truth that awaits you. The one about the frustrating pause you've been in and why the universe is about to give you the green light. Aries, breathe gently and let yourself be present in this moment. There is a quiet truth about your path that I know you've been feeling. You don't fear the future, not really. What you fear, what you cannot stand, is stagnation. You feel the call to action deep in your bones, but right now, it might feel like you're at a starting line with no signal to go. It can feel like being a warrior in a time of peace, a fire with nothing to build or transform. You have been trying so hard, trying to launch the next project, trying to secure your legacy, trying to find clarity in your mission, trying to lead your family. Yet the more you push, the more it feels like you're running against a hidden wall. You stand in a moment where everything feels pending, and this pause, my dear Aries, can feel like a cage. It can make you believe you are failing, falling behind, or losing your momentum while everyone else is racing ahead. But what you perceive as a roadblock is actually something far more sacred, a divine strategy session. You are ruled by Mars, the planet of initiation and forward momentum. But even the greatest warrior needs a moment to survey the battlefield before the charge. This perceived stagnation is not punishment. It is preparation. It arrives in the moments between great campaigns, when one phase of your life has ended, but the next has not yet been fully revealed. You stand on that threshold now, 1 foot in the ashes of the old and 1 foot poised for the new world you are about to build. In spiritual terms, this is the sacred ignition chamber. It is the moment before the launch, the breath before the battle cry, the silence before the symphony of victory begins. And you, Aries, with your spirit finely tuned to action, you feel this stillness with an almost unbearable intensity. And because you feel it, you assume something is wrong. But nothing is wrong. You are in transition. Every time you enter a period like this, it means the universe is strategically closing doors behind you. You may not see them close, but your soul knows that an old war is over. An old version of yourself, one that fought from a place of survival rather than sovereign power, no longer matches your destiny. The perceived pause isn't here because your future is empty. It's here because your future is being upgraded. And this is where the sacred frequency of 20:11 p.m. becomes so critically important. For your sign, 2011 acts as a divine green light, a cosmic signal flare piercing through the stillness. It is the universe whispering, "You are not stuck. You are being aimed. Get ready." It is God saying, "Do not fear the stillness. I am handing you a new map." 20:11 p.m. does not show you the entire campaign. It illuminates the next strategic move. And for a soul as instinctual as yours, that next move is always enough. You feel anxious in these quiet times because you are a leader. You carry the weight of multiple futures in your heart for your family, your career, your legacy. But heaven never intended you to plan the entire war by yourself. This stillness is the universe's way of saying, "Rest your sword, warrior. Let me handle the logistics. Your moment to charge is coming." When an Aries enters a period of uncertainty, it is a sign that a new, more powerful alignment is forming. The old energies are being cleared. The jobs that drained your fire, the alliances that held you back, the fears that whispered doubt. And with every dissolution, space is being made for what is destined to rise. You have spent years choosing responsibility over your own creative fire, loyalty over your own intuitive knowing, and action over strategic rest. Now, the universe asks you to embrace a new way, to trust in divine timing. Your future isn't unclear because it's empty. It's unclear because it's so full of magnificent potential that the universe is still arranging the sequence of your victories. The blessings you have asked for are larger than the life you currently inhabit, and for the universe to deliver them, a powerful shift must occur. You are in that shift now. Behind the scenes, the universe is moving mountains for you. You have never been forgotten. You have never been off your path. Tonight, by divine design, the energy shifts. The stillness begins to hum with potential. The path forward begins to illuminate. Your spirit will soon receive confirmation, in signs, in conversations, in unexpected opportunities, in a sudden surge of clarity that feels like it came from nowhere. But it did not come from nowhere. It came from perfect, divine alignment. So exhale, Aries. Let go of the frustration of waiting. You are standing in divine timing. You are exactly where you need to be, and your future is more victorious, more expansive, and more glorious than you can currently imagine. Your signal is about to arrive. Get ready to move. And with that beautiful understanding, we now move into the final, empowering truth that awaits you, the one about the courage you already possess and why your next chapter requires you to finally, fully, and fearlessly step into your power. Aries, let your breath fall deeply into your chest and allow this moment to anchor you in your own magnificent power. You have reached a threshold, a glorious turning point where your soul is roaring to life, even if your mind still whispers a few lingering doubts. This is the place where a warrior is defined, not by the absence of fear, but by the choice to act in spite of it. You are standing before a gateway, Aries, one that leads to victory, to abundance, to soul-level fulfillment, and to the version of yourself you were always destined to become. And yet, a small part of you might hesitate, not because you lack courage, that would be impossible, but because your heart has fought so many battles, you've learned to be cautious before the charge. You fear stepping into the unknown. You fear the cost of your own expansion. But here is the truth that your spirit has been screaming at you, the truth the universe has been sending in every sign and synchronicity. The powerful frequency of 20:11 p.m. is not calling you because you feel perfectly ready. It is calling you because you were born ready. Every spiritual journey has a moment of coronation, and for you, Aries, the 2011 frequency acts as your divine summons. It is the trumpet call of destiny, a roar from the cosmos, a vibration in your very DNA saying, it is time. Time to release the version of yourself that fought from a place of proving your worth. Time to release the doubts that others projected onto you. Time to step out of the old arenas where you dimmed your light to make others comfortable, where you waited for them to recognize your power instead of simply claiming it. You are not being pushed into this change, warrior. You are being called to your throne. The hesitation you feel is natural. Even the most powerful empires feel a tremor when they expand. Growth always feels like destabilization at first. Healing always feels like breaking before it becomes strength. And transformation always feels like a loss before it reveals itself as a victory. But hear this with the full fire of your soul, Aries. God does not call the qualified. God qualifies the called. You are not expected to have the entire plan. You are only expected to answer the call. Heaven does not ask for perfection. It asks for courage. Your journey thus far has more than proven your strength. You have survived heartbreaks that could have extinguished your fire. You have held on to your passion in a world that promotes apathy. You have rebuilt your kingdom from ashes no one else even saw. You have kept leading even when your own path was unclear. That alone makes you more powerful than you can possibly comprehend. And yet you doubt. But Aries, your strength is not the absence of fear. Your strength is choosing to lead, to act, to move forward with the fear, letting it fuel you rather than stop you. Your soul is not fragile. It is forged in cosmic fire. Your heart is not weak. It is a lion. Your intuition is not uncertain. It is your most trusted general. The universe is not asking you to leap into the void. It is promising that as you step forward, the path will rise to meet you, paved in gold. This is why your old chapter has begun to feel so restrictive, so small. You have outgrown it. Your spirit is demanding expansion. But the life you built in a past season can no longer contain the king or queen you are becoming. This discomfort is not failure, it is evolution. It is the sign that God is preparing you for a destiny where your gifts, your fire, and your leadership can finally be unleashed upon the world. 20:11 p.m. marks this coronation with divine precision. It is the number of action, of leadership, of divine timing, and of spiritual sovereignty. It is heaven's way of saying, "Lead, I will handle the rest." As an Aries, you are not meant to stand still. You are meant to rise. And rising does not require you to be fearless. It requires you to trust. Trust in God's timing. Trust in your soul's power. Trust in the destiny that is unfolding before you. Tonight, the universe calls to you with love and with fire. Stand up, child of Mars. You are stronger than any shadow behind you. You are ready for the world that awaits your leadership. This new chapter will not demand perfection. It will not ask you to erase your scars, for they are the proof of your victories. It will simply invite you to finally live as the version of yourself that your struggles have forged. The one who is whole, who is powerful, who is wise, and who is deeply aligned with their divine purpose. Take a breath, Aries. Inhale courage, exhale doubt. You are stepping into a chapter guided by cosmic strategy, by ancestral power, and by divine right. You are not walking alone. You are leading the charge. And now, as we bring our journey together to a close, allow these final words to be a blessing and an anointing for the path ahead. May you walk into your next chapter with a courageous heart and an unshakable spirit. May the fears inside you bow before the king or queen you are, and may every step you take be illuminated by the brilliant fire of your own soul. May God's strength be your shield. May the universe open gateways of victory before you, and may your ancestors march with you, lending you their timeless wisdom and power. You deserve victory. You deserve recognition. You deserve the magnificent life that is waiting for you. Wherever you go from here, may power follow you. May grace be your crown, and may hope, fiery, brilliant, unwavering hope, be the banner you carry. I wish you strength. I wish you victory. And I wish you the profound certainty that you are divinely destined for greatness. Dear Aries, may blessings find you in every direction, and may your reign be long and magnificent.